Hi, in this lesson, we're going to discuss Microsoft Windows editions, different versions of the Windows 10 operating system. So let's go ahead and get started. Windows 10 was released on July 29th, 2015. It actually was a free upgrade from Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 8.1. This upgrade was initiated by the Get Windows tool, which was the GWX tool. So basically, what this tool did is it automatically updated you to the Windows 10 platform. It automatically installed via the Windows Update, and it was limited to the first year of Windows 10 release, and that expired July 29th, 2016. So you had a whole full year to upgrade free of charge to the Windows 10 platform. Now, Windows 10 has become a staple, a very good operating system for a lot of different uses. I don't know if you knew, but Windows 10 had a total of 15 editions released, five of which have been discontinued at this time. And those included a mobile version, an IoT version, and a whiteboard edition. Now, for the CompTIA A plus exam for the 2201102, we're only going to focus on four editions. That's going to be the Windows 10 Home, Windows 10 Pro or Professional, Windows 10 Pro for workstations, and the Windows 10 Enterprise. So, Windows 10 Home, this was sold as a retail pre-installed product. Normally, you would get this as an OEM version, which means an original equipment manufacturer. If you were to buy a PC and it came with a Windows 10 version or home version, it was already pre-installed by the manufacturer. So the features that the home edition had versus the other ones, it was just strictly for consumer and home use. So it lacked the ability to join a domain or corporate domain that you would find in a business. And again, it was strictly free for consumer use. Now, Windows 10 Professional, on the other hand, was a premier retail version. You can get that also on a OEM as well as buying it in a store. Actually, this allowed you to join a domain and other features that you would find in a business or in a corporate organization. Windows 10 Pro for workstations. Now, this was a high end edition for high end workstations. Workstations that had more than two CPUs and needed more than 2 terabytes of memory. Also, it supported up to four CPUs and 6 terabyte of memory. Also had one of the special features that it had supported remote direct memory access and non-volatile dual inline memory modules, NVDIMM. Now, the Windows 10 Enterprise Pro supported all the features of the Windows 10 Professional. Also, it had features that supported mid to large size organizations. And this one could only be purchased with a volume license subscription. And here you have the versions that of Windows 10 that we were just speaking about in a chart form here. And as you can see, the different features that each version had. Now, Windows 10, when you upgraded to Windows 10, there was a certain upgrade path that you can follow. If you had a certain edition of an older version, you could or could not follow that path of upgrade. So let's look at this real quick. So, if you had an existing operating system like the Windows 7 starter and you want to go to 10, yes, you can go to Windows 10 Home, but you couldn't go to Pro or the Windows 10 education version. If you had the Home Basic, you can go to Windows 10, but not Pro. Windows 7 Home Premium, you can go to Home, Windows 10 Home, but not the Pro. Or Windows 8 or 8.1, the Home Basic. You can go to 10, but not Pro. The only way that you would be able to go to the professional version if you had a previous version of professional, like Windows 7 Professional. You can either go to home or professional. If you had the Windows 7 Ultimate, which was a addition at that time with the Windows 7, you couldn't go to home, but you can go straight to the 10 Pro. And Windows 8 and 8.1 Education, you couldn't go to home, but you can go to Pro or Education. Or if you had 8, 8.1 Pro, you couldn't go to home, but you can go to Windows 10 Pro and Windows 10 Education. Okay, so that was just a intro and a jump into the Windows 10 operating system. We'll be covering that in a lot of other lessons. In this lesson, we talked about the Windows 10 editions that you will need to know for the CompTIA A plus exam: the Home, the Pro, Pro for workstations, and the Enterprise. We talked about the feature differences as far as being able to access a domain versus a work group. We talked about the other features that came with those programs. Also, we talked about upgrade paths as far as um, software that you can upgrade to when you have your operating system. So I thank you for joining me for this lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson.